I suppose a lot of artists start out their career with imposter syndrome. And so they're too afraid. So you had the opposite. You were like, everyone else is imposters. This is our world.
Hey, Jack.
Hey, Hazel.
Congratulations on winning the Limelight funds this year.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's been really cool. The timing couldn't have been better. We're coming off like a pretty great 12 months. Last year we supported Mogwai and Pond, and then this year we supported Dive, and recently just played the Bloomfest as well, which was great. We had a bunch of delegates from over East come over and watch and do some meet and greets and that kind of thing. And so yeah, this support from RAC, couldn't have come at a better time as we kind of progress and record new music. And,
awesome.
When was your earliest work? How early did you start?
I like that lead-in.
Yeah.
I mean, Josh and I were working together officially in like 2014.
Yeah.
And I think we just wanted to make like straight up pop punk music.
Yeah.
But I feel like our approach to it was a lot more like pop informed than we realized. And we were like, why is no one taking us seriously? Like, we're rock and roll.
Sure.
And there was like glockenspiels in it and like auto-tune, and we were like singing all these pop melodies. And then I think as we sort of started to grow into the scene that we got into, which was more like alternative emo kind of stuff, and we had different influences, we were like, okay, we need to bring some edge into this. We're like a 2-person band on stage. It needs to sound like high energy in the recordings as well. And I think that came through. Like, we did this song called Violet in 2019 where it's a big bass song. So Josh, the singer, like grabs the bass on stage, and that is just like a really filthy bass patch. And we were like, oh yeah, I think this is gonna get the people moving.
So there was like a 5-year journey to that point.
It was like bright colors down to like desaturated. Like we're gonna be serious now.
Yeah, let's color grade this differently. Do you mix your own music for release? Do you record your own stuff, or do you work with people?
So Josh, our singer, has always done it all himself, all the production and mixing.
Great.
And we've just outsourced mastering.
Great.
But I think I was a lot more involved at the start, because I would be like, we're a 2-person band, let's sit down and like, it's got to be very 50-50. And I just learned to like relinquish a bit of control once he would bring in almost fully finished songs, and I'd be like, you are very talented, I think you have this handled.
Leave that to you.
I would be trying to come up with demos and be like, it's not hitting, and he would just, he has a certain way with it.
I love that. I need that a bit.
So he definitely started leading the way a bit more, and I was like, I'm just going to do the drums and additional production.
Great.
Yeah.
So it became more like collaborative production-wise as time went on?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
And I started, I work in Logic and he works in Pro Tools, so I would always send him...
Logic as well,
I would always send him the weird little sounds, and he'd be like, dude, Pro Tools doesn't have this. Like, this is cool.
And the other part of the question was mindset. I'm sure your mindset has changed a lot. From 2014, we're talking 11 years.
Yes.
You would have been so much... How old were you at that point?
14.
14, yeah. So young.
And we were sending emails to labels in 2014. We were like, we are the next big thing. You gotta check this out. I think the mindset shift was just like snapping back to reality and being like, we're actually not amazing yet, and we should maybe simmer on this and like build something cool before we start being like, you guys gotta check us out.
Totally.
So we definitely didn't email any more labels for the next like 5 years.
100%.
But yeah, I didn't know what the message there is. I guess we were just overconfident.
I suppose a lot of artists start out their career with imposter syndrome. And so they're too afraid. So you had the opposite. You were like, everyone else is imposters. This is our world.
And then we realized that we were just like them, and we needed to work a lot harder.
But do you think it's coming back to like when you were 14 with that confidence? Because I feel like that's what a lot of people are missing. You know? Imposter syndrome's crippling.
I've definitely got the confidence, but not the 14-year-old confidence. I've been like, the world has made me, whatever that word is, you know.
Yeah,
the word.
jaded.
Yes, you got it.
I feel
yeah,
that.
it's like I have no expectations now. If we like do a release, I'm like, you know, I think I used to expect hundreds of thousands of views, and now I'm like, I'll take 100.
Yeah, I suppose your expectations just change, and like your perception of success changes as well.
Yeah.
Because like there's so many artists out there that are just like that are successful independently and doing it themselves, and there's so many new ways to gain a following now, especially since 2014. You know, like the industry's completely changed.
Right. Yeah. 2014 was right on the cusp because we were like, do we make a MySpace?
Totally. On Tumblr.
We were doing like EPKs and like I can't remember what was the thing in 2014, but it was a bit different. We definitely had the Tumblr.
Hell yeah.
You know, that was important for us for some reason.
Yeah, so sick. Bring it back.
So now I'm stepping into this new part of my life.
So this is Star Jinx?
Yeah.
Yeah. So are you changing genres at all, or
Probably.
Is it going to be pretty different to those?
It's so loose. Like right now, all I can tell you is I have an image in my head, and it's the Hex Girls from Scooby-Doo. It's just like women on stage playing music that maybe it's like grunge influence, maybe it's like 90s punk kind of stuff, but it will probably still live in a similar world to Those Who Dream, which is like, you know, modern alternative rock kind of stuff. So I listened to your music, and it's really amazing. I really loved it.
Thank you.
It's such a cool vibe. It definitely, like I heard the word cinematic being tossed around when describing it, and I was like, that's absolutely it. It feels like I'm watching a movie, and they're walking into a cool house party, and this is what's playing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
So have you ever considered like working the music into visual stuff? Like, have you done anything with sync? Have you like, you know, thought about getting into some movies and TV shows? Because it's perfect.
I have thought about that. I think the cinematic element to it that people get from listening to the music is interesting because I'm a screenwriter, so I work in film.
Oh, cool.
There's definitely like a lot of the time, a screenplay that I'll be writing will form the lyrics of a song. You know, I'll be like writing about this story kind of thing, and then it's got its own world. And then like I don't think I'm even really trying to make the music seem cinematic. It just happens because I'm imagining what this character's doing, that kind of thing, and writing about that. And also I've only started doing that the past few years. It also just gives you something else to write about.
Yeah, like not necessarily your life? Like
yeah, like not all, like, because my first few years in the industry, and this is like, there's nothing wrong with this, but like just always really personal, really emotional stuff. And it just kind of like, it was therapeutic for a moment there, but then it just becomes a bit like, all right, we're like, we're kind of going over this topic a lot, you know, like let's try something else. And then that was really freeing to be like, you know what, there's none of me in this song. This is completely made up.
Interesting. I haven't really done like writing not about my life. And every time I do, I'm like, is this allowed? Like, it feels really weird. Did you have like a hard point where you decided to start doing it, or you always did a little bit?
It was really hard to break out of just writing about, you know, what I'm feeling, my emotions, my experiences, my identity. Really hard not to, you know, you write a verse that's just about something completely random, and then you get to the chorus, and then those thoughts start coming in, and you're writing about, you know, grief or personal development, emotional stuff. It was really hard not to do that, but it was kind of like a challenge as well. It kind of made the songwriting process just different for me.
Yeah.
And that's not to say that I don't write personal songs anymore.
It's just like another tool.
It's just like there's two different types for me. in terms of what I'm writing, and I really need like a theme or a story or something when I'm writing lyrics or producing the demo kind of thing as well.
Do you usually write just the lyrics first, or are you like writing to music?
No, I'll write the music first. Yeah, I'll have an idea, I'll come into it being, I want to write about this, you know, and then start writing, and then I'm literally going like verse, chorus, you know, bridge, and as I'm writing the music, the lyrics will come second.
Yeah.
But it's a constant progression together.
That's awesome. You able to like get through verse, chorus, bridge kind of thing in like one session or something? Because for me, that's like, I might reapproach it like a month later and try and tackle a chorus or something.
Totally. I've become better at what you say you do, where like coming back, because I used to really, it's kind of restricting myself without realizing it. I used to think, if the song's not done tonight, it's in the bin.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh my God, I could never live like that.
Yeah.
That sounds stressful.
I know. I think I just found it really hard to come back to it. You know? And so in the early years of writing, I would write the songs in a day, and now I'm doing it much more like what you say, like letting it sit, come back, and being like, that was horrible what I did yesterday, or this is sick. I'll take it in this direction or something. And I actually prefer your way. Yeah. Totally. Yeah. You know, it's much less pressure.
Yeah, there's merit to both, because like once you're riding that wave, sometimes it's like you can just keep going, and you want to make something your future self will come back to and be like, yeah, this is pretty cool. Because if you just leave it as like a drum beat, often I come back to it, I'm like, where was I going with this? Yeah. Like, I didn't see the vision.
Yeah. Do you have heaps of unfinished projects?
Unfortunately, I'm notorious for it.
Yeah, we just have hard drives full of ideas. Some great, some terrible.
And some with real names, but most not with real names.
Yeah, I've literally like blah 1, blah 2, blah 3, blah,
and like blah. Josh, our singer, would always like, he completes songs. And I don't know how he does it. Like, he can't live with just like a verse and a chorus. But I'm like, you know what? I can't beat that verse and chorus, so I'm not going to touch it. It lives in its little world of being like good. Yeah. And if I ruin it by, putting a bridge, like, I don't want to do that.
Are you really strict on your writing in terms of song structure? Like, are you kind of like, it's got to have a verse that leads to a chorus, that leads back to a verse that goes to a bridge to a chorus? Or are you kind of
not really these days. Yeah, I think I literally had the Songwriting for Dummies book when I was like 12, and I was like, okay, I'm going to be a songwriter. Let's see how you do it. And they're like, you write the verse, you write your chorus. And I was like, okay, that's the structure. We have to live with that. And then I just started discovering weirder music, and I was like, wait, you're allowed to just abandon that? And that's really freeing.
Totally.
Most of the stuff I write now is more like, because I'm writing just a lot of lyrics and music separately. So like the lyrics will be more like, is this poetry? Is it a song? Like, it's just like words on a page. Yeah. Totally. With very free structure. So I'm like, this, I could put this into kind of a structure people will understand, or I could just let it be like a 6-minute ramble.
Yeah.
Could go either way.
Totally. So would you say you're easily inspired then?
Yeah, I reckon. Sick. And like, really it kind of seesaws, because I'll go on social media and see like people doing really well and be like, oh no, I suck. Like, I shouldn't make anything ever. Seeing it from like the commercial point of view, like music is a thing to sell. And then I'll have times where I'm just like in my own thoughts and like, sitting outside at night thinking like, not thinking of any of that. And that's when the creativity is more like a therapeutic thing. Totally. And, I'm not thinking about how this is going to be packaged and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. What do you do, like, if you experience writer's block kind of thing? Like, do you have, like, or is there a certain environment where you're much more creatively comfortable and motivated?
I go through big periods of not writing, and I guess I just don't really force myself. But when I do, I just let it. I think the writer's block for me comes from trying to put it into structure. So if I don't want to, if like that's not happening, I'm just like, okay, this is going to be a free form, put all your thoughts down on the page, and maybe I'll come back to it another time and start to structure it.
Yeah, totally.
I think that's actually a good answer. People should do that. Just don't think about it like a song. Just like get all your thoughts out and then come back to it another time.
Yeah. Oh, what was that? I heard a really great quote. I think it was from Tyler, the Creator, actually. Create like a child, edit like a scientist.
Yes, I love
It's
that.
like so simple, but it's like, I saw it and I was like, far out, I needed to hear that.
Because
if you're
separating.
editing whilst you're going,
Yeah.
you could be destroying like a really great idea just because you can't hear it right now, you know?
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, totally. Because I find that I've got a really weird association with writer's block, where I usually find that I struggle to be creative and write when I don't have much on, like when I've got the time.
Right.
Whereas if my life's really busy and I can only fit in 4 or 5 hours here at the end of a night to write, the stuff I'll produce in that moment is better than when I've got a week, say, which is just, I don't get. I
don't get it either.
I don't get that at all, you know? Or sometimes when I've had like a really boring day job, I get so many ideas sitting there doing something I don't want to do, you know? But yeah, that's not up for either of us to solve right now. But I just
I was like
say that.
trying to psychoanalyze it, but it is what it is. That's the thing you do.
Yeah.
So now that you're moving into this like new iteration of what Gia Como is, what's next for you guys?
It'll be recording an EP, so we've got a whole new set we're playing now of songs that are nowhere apart from live, which is always like a bit of a tricky time. I'm sure you would have experienced where it's like people are really loving your music live, and it's like you can't listen to it yet.
Yeah. And it's like, are you feeling that they don't know the songs, obviously, because they don't?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I think, that's a good question, because I feel like the live shows have changed, because we used to be like really upbeat, you know. As I said, we were trying to blur the line between the club scene and the band scene, and now it's like really fitting into like a more slower, still like big wall of sound, but like it's not something that you dance to.
Yeah.
You know, so like it's getting used to, I'm not bopping about on stage. I don't have dancers next to me anymore.
True, yeah.
It's not really high energy. It's more like I've had to change what my stage presence is as well, because it's slower and more like dreamy, I suppose. And so the crowd reacts to that in a different way. You know, it's more of a sway than a dance. And so that's something I wasn't thinking about, really.
Yeah, do you look out and you're like, are you guys not getting into it, but they're just getting in their own way?
Yeah, I think in the first couple of shows with this new band, I was like, man, is this boring?
Yeah.
Because it was always really, really high tempo. But now I get it, you know, if I was watching it, because then, you know, I watched a band like, as I mentioned, Dive, who are like a big inspo now, and no one's moving, you know, but they're loving it, you know. And so getting used to that has been a challenge, but really cool, because it's kind of like I'm not really relying on them anymore for my energy, you know. But yeah, so we'll be releasing an EP probably early next year.
Oh, cool.
Takes so much time, as you know.
Yeah.
And we don't mix and that kind of thing, all of it ourselves. So. We'll be recording later this year for releases next year.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you guys like go to a studio or something for that?
Yeah, we'll be going to a studio up in the hills. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sweet. And any like touring plans, stuff like that, or just take it as it comes? Yeah,
the plan is definitely next year to hit Eastern States as much as we can. And so just in the planning stages right now. Like we've started this, it's essentially a fully new band, same project, new band, but a lot of the time's been spent on rehearsing and getting these new songs refined and getting everyone comfortable. And now we can move into planning for for tours and more releases.
Like being on the first day in school, when all the Nicky jeans were still cool.
Well, that all sounds so sick with Starjinx.
Yeah,
and
it'll be
I can't
fun.
wait to see you live, see what comes of all of these different influences and
Thank you.
thoughts.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
No, same to you.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
now I'm
yeah.
excited to see what you do.
Yeah, totally.
Nice chatting.
Lovely chatting.